You see, the immature will not repent at the word. We will only evaluate our lives when calamity comes. You see, this is referred to as what the Bible talks about, the provoking or the testing of the Lord. It is when we will not correct ourselves according to the word. It is where we almost dare God to correct us by judgment or censure. And the reason, saints, that you ought not think this way and use circumstance to evaluate God's pleasure or displeasure is because God's goodness will never reflect your goodness. Are y'all hearing me today? Is there anybody that understands that God's goodness is better than we deserve, and even his chastisement is not as bad as what we deserve? It is why Psalm 103 and verse 10 says that God has not dealt with us according to our sin, and he's not punished us according to our iniquity. And he says, as the heaven is higher than the earth, so great is God's mercy toward those who fear him. And I need somebody to understand that God is not petty and he doesn't go tit for tat with his children. In other words, I need somebody to get that God provides even when you don't give. Y'all mighty quiet today. That God watches over the house that you're shacking up in. That God protects even when you don't pray. That God promotes even before you begin praising. That God kept syphilis off of you, HIV off of you, bullets from hitting you. Can anybody testify that when we were stuck on stupid, that the hedge of God was still encamped, that the angel of God was with us in our coming and our going? And I'm just thankful that God doesn't treat me like I deserve, but he is long suffering.